Good evening, everyone. Late Night Mega here, and tonight we're going to do another premiere draft of New Capenna. And I think since we got, 20,000 gold, I'm going to go ahead and enter with the gold this time. Oh, wow, that was quick. So last time we had a great Xander deck. Oh, there's a Broker's Charm, but there's also the Broker's Fixing land. I think what I'm gonna do, or a draft strategy I think I'm gonna do, is like taking the multicolor cards, but is Broker's Charm really that? I mean, what else am I missing out of this pack if I take the land? Hold for ransom, security rocks, regulator. I'll take the land. Maestro's Ascendancy. Well, I'm not going to pick that. I will take that cleanup crew, though. That goes with our pick one of the land. Maestro's Ascendancy, not that good. I did discuss that I do want to try and... There's an Obscura Charm. Maybe I pick that and we go in that direction. I did discuss I'm going to try a somewhat new draft strategy, being, let's just pick like the strongest cards, even if they're multicolor, rather than just picking cards of one or sticking with like monocolor cards and then trying to find like splashes later. I'm going to pick these strong multicolor cards early. And if they don't work out, then they don't work out. There's a murder here. That does kind of go with the Obscura Charm. Doesn't really go with much else. That would still tap for blue-white in the three-color deck. I think I could go for the Celebrity Fencer, and that would work whether we're in Obscura or... I'm going to take the murder, though. I'm going to take the removal. By your silence, I was kind of impressed with that. Even though it's 5 mana to remove something, you really do remove it. I'm going to grab that because that can go in Obscura or Brokers, which seems to be sort of where we're heading. I could rare draft. I don't think I'm going to rare draft. I think I will grab the Storefront here as fixing. And here, Snooping Newsy. That's kind of a late multicolor card, so maybe that's kind of a signal that we should be going for that. I could take a second Storefront, but I don't think that's necessary. We do have the Murder, the Obscura Charmed by your silence. We've got a good Obscura base, and that is one of the color combinations we haven't played yet. Actually, it's the only faction we haven't played yet. So yeah, let's see where Obscura goes, and maybe that cleanup crew was just a one of. Whether I'm Obscura or Brokers, I think a second By Your Silence isn't bad. The other option would be the Chrome Cat, since we don't have a ton of creatures either way right now. But nothing else is really impressing me here. So yeah, we'll grab that. Here we can grab... we're not close to Maestros. Do we want... That doesn't seem the greatest. A 4-2 with Menace. Or 3-1. Grab a For the Family in case we do still end up in Bant. Here I could grab the Waterfront District, which would probably be good with those. I'm going to do that. And Midnight Assassin. Boot of Safety is nice as a one-of sometimes. I'll grab the Butler. That can be played regardless of what we do. Well, we're definitely playing white. That is for sure. That is a bomb. There's a second cleanup crew that we're passing. I don't think we need a second cleanup crew when we've got a Sanctuary Warden. Probably one of the best mythics we could open. So yeah, this is looking to be... We only have cleanup crew and the For the Family here for this, so I think we're like solidly into Obscura at this point. Which I don't really mind. What does this do? Draw your first card during each of your draw steps. Draw a card. Then if you have 9 or more cards, you can play the... Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. But it does just give us an extra card. I don't have any of those, but I'm also lacking in other things. I have a Midnight Assassin. I'm going to grab... We're not even giving up like any good green stuff here. So I'm going to grab the Corrupted Court Official. Oh my gosh. Really? Really now? Another good double green card. Obscura Storefront could still be good. Disciplined Duelist. There's nothing really good in the Obscura colors here. I'd be taking like the Waterfront District. In case we still end up in green. The Topiary Stomper's not bad either. In case we end up green. But I've taken so many black cards too. Ooh, there's a Fake Your Own Death here. I do like that, especially if we're going with the... Yeah, let's just assume that one thing was a Jewel Thief. I'm going to go multiple Fake Your Own Deaths here, because I think they'll go great with our Midnight Assassins, and hopefully we get more Corrupted Court Officials. I don't know what's going on in this draft anymore. I really don't. We're just grabbing stuff now. The cleanup crew on pick 7. Are we like meant to be brokers? Because it sure is starting to seem like it. Well, either way, the blue-white land will work there. As far as headquarters can also function as a blue-white land, even if I'm in Obscura. Maybe I even go 4 colors and double green on 4 colors and double black and double white. That is very greedy. There's a Celestial Regulator on the wheel. Oh, that wasn't on the wheel. That was pick 8. This is the wheel. Okay. I wonder if that other cleanup crew that we opened is going to come back to us here. Okay, no, it's not. What do I need, though? Another 4-drop, a 1-drop. I'm not super impressed by either of them. I just take the Speakeasy server, I guess. We do need more creatures, and in case we're desperate for creatures, I'll take the cat. Case the Joint can give us card draw. And I'll just grab the uncommon here. slip out the back for a very playable card. And this thing that's completely off color from everything we're doing. But what isn't completely off color is the Inspiring Overseer. There's also a whack in the pack, but... Oh, with 2 Fake Your Own Deaths, that Overseers it. Yeah, I can't pass that Overseer. I absolutely cannot. Here's another flyer. And it could even be bigger. I think that's our pick here. Out of the way can be okay, but yeah, we need creatures. Did I mention we needed creatures? We have another one of those. That would also give us another rare. What? How's our creature count looking for the 2-man? Yeah, we need more 2s. I may as well take the 2/3. I mean, even if I don't really get to use its effect, it's on color. And then we get packs like... Because then we can get packs like this where there's really not much for us. That is so expensive because we don't have a lot of stuff to go with it. I guess Witness Protection is probably the best here. Okay, everything about this pack is confusing to me. Like, this is still here. I'm not in red, though. Not even close. I guess I'll grab the Lackey. Because none of these other color combinations belong to us. There's Dig Up the Body. There's Halo Scare. We've been having some decent luck with that as a 2-drop. We have a Rumor Gatherer or another Regulator. I'm going to take another Regulator. That'll let us go take to the skies here. I'm not really interested in any of this stuff, so I think we'll take the Waterfront District because we do have Murder that we're trying to cast. Another Obscura Storefront. Broker's Initiate might not be awful either. Yeah, I'm going to take the Initiate. It can block well in the early game, and we can potentially use it later. Another Assassin. How many 3-mana? I have a lot of 3-mana things. I'm going to take the Disdainful Stroke. I do like the counter spell here. And in case I'm still desperate, which I still have this Chrome Cat here. I suppose that doesn't need to be here. We do have a good number of multicolor permanents, so we might still be able to turn on the Scuttling Butler. I'm not playing any of this. What do I have? Yeah, let's take the one we don't have any yet. And I'm not playing either of those. I'll take the Offer I Can't Refuse and a Civic Gardener. That's Arena telling us, hey, maybe you should have been green after all. It wouldn't be unreasonable to splash a green with the Spar's headquarters, but not... Well, if I'm desperate, I could splash that, because that'll be good at any point. But okay, so we have a weird sort of... We got to make 3 cuts here. How many creatures do I have? 14. I think I am desperate for creatures. I think I am. Especially as we've got... Yeah, we never saw, like, any more corrupted court officials. Okay, since we're so desperate for creatures, we're going to have to cut back on some of these combat tricks. I don't think they're going to be that good here. Well, Slip Out the Bat can still be... I just put the cats back in, didn't I? And the butler. I mean, just because the potential is there with the two regulators, those and that. Our top end is good. We have the fake your own death. What are we doing on 2 drops or 1 drops? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's 6 with everything. I think I will cut the slip out the back. A really funny thing is I could put witness protection on one of my own creatures to make it a multicolor thing to give that double strike. That could potentially happen. I'm not saying it's the best idea ever. I do think, however, 2 Chrome Cats are not going to get played. And I gotta make 2 more cuts here. That's the problem. Disdainful Stroke is just too good with, like, our counter magic. Run out of town. I don't know about that one. Well, we have 2 Buy Your Silence and Murder and Witness Protection. And we've got a Midnight Assassin that would love to have its death faked, so I think we're going to cut that. One final cut. And I feel like it needs to be... We can make use of that Broker's Initiate. So I don't think it's going to be that. Do I cut one of the fake your own deaths? I feel like we just have too many good ETB effects, like Inspiring Overseer, Corrupted Court Official. I mean, even the... Oh, the Snooping Noosie could end up milling our Sanctuary Warden, and we'll have nothing that we can do about that. Maybe I cut the Noosie... No, I can't cut the Noosie when I've got the Butler. We'll just have to hope that doesn't happen. I'm sure it won't, right? I think it's going to be one of these. Broker's Initiate, that effect won't really take place until like the really late game after we've cleared out most of our hand. But we kind of need more stuff to be playing in the early game. And a 4 toughness blocker is just pretty good. Pretty good. I could cut one of the fake your own deaths because having both of them I could see not being good. Or I could cut the witness protection. Probably cut the witness protection. Oh, this can also return like these regulators or the new seer scheming fence. The expendable lackey. The lackey is kind of better. when you have like a lot of, which we don't really have any of the conniving stuff. I think it is between one of these three. And then when it exiles itself from the graveyard, you know, it's not being counted for the snooping Nusi. But it makes an unblockable fish. Oh, is the fish? Oh, the fish is just blue. It's not multicolored. But with all the flyers we have... Oh, wait, that also wants 5 or more different mana values. Yeah. Let's get rid of that. And, oh, let's put our star card here. And I think the way it split up the lands is probably fine. Alright, let's get into the games. And see if our Sudden Sanctuary Warden is helpful. I mean, we still didn't know if we were really brokers or whatnot throughout most of this. Oh, this is a keepable hand. I mean, the only card we can't play is the Scheming Fence on turn 2, but we have plenty of other things that we can play. Jetmir's Fixer. The fix is in. Because they can double strike that, or they can do that. And regardless of what they do... Yeah, let's play the new seed, because we'll have the regulator next turn. There's one of our fake your own deaths. That's okay, though. There must be a combat trick if they're attacking there. I wouldn't mind getting the trick out of their hand, but not at the moment. I'm just gonna pump. Okay, they must not have another 2-mana card. Obscure Storefront. That's going to get a blue source. But it's not going to get a blue source right now. Oh, maybe I did need to get a blue source right now. Oops. Well, if this thing's not defending, it may as well attack. No blocks. This is the problem with the Jetmir's Fixer. The fix is in. The other problem is I just misplayed my lands. Oh, that is not making things better. The real problem is I can't cast anything this turn because of how badly I misplayed the lands. And that might end up costing us this game. I am going to grab a plane since we have another blue source here. And I gotta leave black blocked because something's gotta block that Plasma Jockey. And something's not going to be able to block. I want to get the planes in case we draw our Sanctuary Warden. Okay, what can't block? Okay, that. I gotta get rid of this. Of course, I've had the feeling that he's had a combat trick since the start. Thought he'd use the combat trick to save the jockey. Because he attacked with this when there was only 2 lands untapped. So he would not have been able to activate the double strike, so that signaled that it was. Maybe he made a mistake, and maybe I'm just reading too much into this. Okay, well, I think we're gonna be fine. We'll play the regulator. We will... Oh, I don't have another multicolor thing, but... Whatever. We're playing the regulator anyways. Oh, hey, I can... play the scheming fence and shut down the fixers. I think I mean, that's just a freebie if I do that. I could also be taking a lot of damage too. Okay. Well, we have Sanctuary Wood next. Remove a counter. Yeah. We're gonna do that. I have another Plasma Jockey. I'm gonna shut down that Fixer with my Scheming Fence. Oh, stop. Well, that actually just loses us the game, because we can't... Yeah. I think that's all because I misplayed that land. And I essentially took a turn off from playing stuff because of it. And that one thing just kind of cost us the whole thing. Jetmir was born to... No! I needed to know what Jetmir was born to do. I just started reading that. Justin, tell me what Jetmir was born to do. I was born to keep this hand. That's what he was born to do. I'll get the second... Do I get the second plains, or do I want to get a second swamp? Probably a second plains. As far as adjudicators! Given how many swamps we drew last time, I think we'll be okay. Alright, so we're up against a 4-color deck here. Got the Adjudicators. The Adjudicators could also just be a random one of. See, I told you we would draw enough. Let's do this. And we'll draw another land. Okay. That card's not okay. Well, I'm not blocking that, so let's start aerial attacking. I can always... But yeah, our opponent was just a little bit ahead of us here. Because I would have liked to... Oh, you know what would have been really good there? I can remove one of these. They'll both do 4 damage. That one's kind of more trouble right now. Let's do this. So I could double block the 4/4 if they come in, and they can only kill one of these things. I would have really liked to fake your own death there. That would have been a great... You can also tap the thing and then just attack with everything. Oh, not blocking. Obscura Charm. Return a multicolored permanent. Or destroy a creature or planeswalker. With mana value 3 or less. Okay. Let's... kind of want to buy some silence here. And honestly, I think this is more dangerous than the 4/4. So let's act accordingly, because if that thing gets pumped, we could just instantly be losing. I would like to have the Disdainful Stroke open, but... and this is why. Well, my 3/3 is not going to block. So it may as well attack. Yeah, Disdainful Stroke could have stopped, you know, that. I will trade my Overseer for the Rafine's Informant. Oh, hello. If I hold off another... let's not hold off another turn. No attacks. That's why I wanted to hold off another turn. But I can't really attack. That can get murdered, though. And murder is exactly what is going to happen to that. Okay, we're turning this around now. And I can... oh, and I'll still have... oh, okay. That's 6. That... yeah, I had 11 damage in the air there. Alright, cool. Well, we know our deck can work. Let's see if we can... I'm not even... how do you even pronounce this? Campforachan. This is kind of awful, because we're not doing anything till turn 5 with that. That is almost equally as bad. We have a turn 3 Butler, but nothing else unless we draw. But if we get a white source, we have the Overseer. Let's... that feels awful. I really just don't want to go down to 5 on the play. That's so awful. Okay, well, it's another color. It's not the immediate one we needed. I always have to interact with this stuff. Okay, Rafine's Informant. If I could get an untapped white source, specifically a Plains here. I didn't, but I have something I can play. Not going to block right away. So we're up against Brokers. No blocks. Mage's Attendant. That is not quite what I wanted to see my opponent play. Oh, because now that 1/1 can just trade for our thing. Well, so much for that. I do need to make a trade here. That's just a 3/2. That has a counter on it, and there are some cards that might want your stuff to have counters. So we'll get rid of that. I don't like having to murder that. Sack that. Or don't. But that's why I did it, because I have nothing else going on. Apparently neither does our opponent. So maybe they just have all big stuff in their hand? Or they have double casters? No, they have lands. There's a regulator. Okay, I will trade this for that 1/1. And then if we draw an untapped plains, I could... An untapped plains, as opposed to, you know, the tapped plains. If we draw a plains, I could potentially cast the Sanctuary Warden next turn. Stop it! Halo Scarab has not been a bad card throughout these drafts. Okay, we didn't. But I can. I have Witness Protection, I have Obscure Charm, that's not going to do anything. Let's see what I can draw off of this first. I'll trade that for the Mage's Tendon. Disdainful Stroke. I'm actually going to hold that up. Because they could be casting like a big bomb right now. Oh, but it doesn't actually counter it because they have the... Maybe they'll forget about it. But of course it gives them an option, so they didn't forget about it. I'll take another 5. A Corrupted Court Official. They had 2 Mage's Attendants. I was thinking of picking one of those up. Discarding the Cleanup Crew. What is their hand if... They have, what, do they have like a Titan of Industry in there? Or another Adjudicators? Those can at least trade. And I can't cast anything. That's like the second game where we've drawn tons of black sources. Five swamps. And we have 2 of those. And the storefront. We have 5 plains, 6, 7, yeah, 8 white sources. Oh, maybe getting another shield counter on something. That could be good for our Sanctuary Warden. Well, we have to survive long enough, but we have to get the mana to cast our stuff. Which is kind of the issue we're having right now. Now, we have not seen that. Oh, and of course we're getting a mythic opponent. Way to kick us while we're down. All of the big stuff. Just all of it. If I keep this, I feel like we'll never see another land. Because we're certainly not going to draw a bunch of lands for the rest of the game. Now we will. But we will keep this. Unditch Plains. To draw plains. I don't know if we necessarily want to play the Corrupted Court Officials right away. Or if we need to. Although I do still want to get our black sources for murder. That gives me something else I could do on turn 3. Let's disrupt them a little bit. This is Mythic rank number 1032. Moro Taku. Okay, we gotta get rid of a Cabaretti Charm. They might be... Let's be aggressive here. With our 1-1. They might have kept an iffy hand, too. As much as I don't want to keep another land, it would let us cast Murder. So I think we got to keep this one. And if I don't need to murder, I'm going to play that. Okay. Not going to murder that? We'll just tap it. I might as well throw that out there, because that's what I'm going to do. I hope they don't have, like, some sort of, mass removal. That stops my ground forces in their tracks. I can't even cash that in for a card. I could murder the Speakeasy server and attack it, or murder the Glittermonger, and I could still attack with the Chrome Cat. See, if they eat that, they take 5-6 damage. I'm gonna murder the Glittermonger. Because I feel like they're missing a color, and that's what's holding them back. Do they have a For the Family? Okay. That was reasonable. The Gala Greeters. Unfortunately, that also stopped our offense. So there's another Speakeasy server. Yeah, if I could get some non-land stuff, that'd be... well, that would be appreciated. I'm gonna play the Plains because it'll let me cash in something. I'll probably cash in the blue-black one. I don't know, it both involves our blue source. Yeah, see, they got the treasure token. They've been missing their red. That's why we killed the Glittermonger. What do you roast, Master? Well, that happens. Going to get another treasure, yep. And the problem is we just don't have, like, pressure on them. Let's see if we can find some. Inspiring Overseer. Yeah, that's reasonable. Oh, Case the Joint. I don't mind that card. I'll trade the Midnight Assassin for one of their things. I mean, now they have a constant source of... Oh, yeah, now they're good with... They have red. Oh, and those can turn into creatures that ping us. That can turn into a problem. But it doesn't have haste, so... I'll go ahead and resolve all of that. Making another treasure. Oh, that's kind of rude. Like, every turn they can sack a treasure, make a 1/1 to get a treasure and ping us. Neat synergies there. We're going to draw some stuff. Oh, I'm getting a regulator. Okay. Okay, I am not out of this yet. We're just going to make this a sky battle. I have fake your own death, so something is going to get faked out here. Do I want to bring back... I want to kill the flyer. I shouldn't have attacked with the court officials, but... Oh well. And we're actually going to tap this thing down, so it's not untapping. Oh wait, that's just... Oh, I thought it was not untap if they have another... Oh, it's not if I have another multicolor permanent, it's if I have something with a counter on it. And since I have very little things with counters... Okay. Yeah, maybe I should just attack with those in the Corrupted Court Official. Oh, they can even sack the treasures on... They could do one each turn. Oh, that's such a sweet combo. This is why we gotta win in the air quickly. Oh gosh. We're going to get pinged to death. Alright, I have a couple of blockers here, and they're not going to do anything. I am going to draw a card because I have a ton of lands. Well, there was ever a time to draw that. Oh, that's rude. Huh. What do I want to put into witness protection? Are they killing me next turn? Is the first question. I don't think they are. If I put the Speakeasy server into witness protection, these are 2 3s. So 4 5. And then I have lethal. Well, either way, I'm going to play this. Because they can hit me for... The other option is the Gala Greeters. But I think I'm going to do it on the Speakeasy server. We'll find out if this was a good idea or not. I'm going to hold the one in the... Because now I'll have lethal next turn. I'm still at 18. That's the only thing I got going for me. But every creature they get, I take 2. But I only have to hit them for 6 in the air. And I have a 5/5, so... And they have nothing else flying now. So it's going to depend on what they draw here. I mean, they could also swing out. But I mean, like, we could block the 2 Witty Roast Masters and kill them. And I'd block the... There's... Unless they put a counter on the Gala Greeters, it's not going to attack. I feel like our life total is too high for them. Oh, they could also gain life off the Gala Greeters. Yeah, that is an option too. That's one less treasure that they got, though. I'm still threatening at 6, 8, 10 damage in the air. Will it be enough, though? I guess it just depends on... Oh, gosh, really? Because now they can just gain 4 life off of that. They had to get, like, the best top deck. Yep. Yeah, maybe I should have stopped the Gala Greeters, because that's the card that's making this entire engine go right now. And pretty soon they're just going to be able to swing all out. That is another flyer. Ooh, fake your own death. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's not enough. Why did I get a card from that one? Remove a counter creature. If you do, draw a card and create... Have I been getting counters from the other ones? Yep, and then they do this dumb thing. I've got so many tokens. I think we're just dead here to all the pinging. I should have done it on the Gala Greeters. And I could have just won in the longer game. Yup. Because I don't think we have enough blockers to stop everything that needs to be stopped here. Stop. Yeah, the correct play would have been getting rid of the Gala Greeters. And that well-timed Wrecking Crew. Oh yeah, so that can also damage me for 2. Or damage that. It comes back tapped, so that does not matter. It does not matter now. I can't stop enough, so just whatever. Probably shouldn't have lost that. Wow, 1 and 3. Very disappointing. But I mean, I used the gold to enter, so it wasn't that bad, but man, that was bad. Anyways, the drafting strategy I was going to try... Oh, we lost the deck already. Drafting strategy I was going to try was just grabbing like the best multicolored cards early and then try to draft around them. It was sort of working out until I grabbed green cards with... and then grabbed Obscura cards. I probably should just stuck with the brokers, because we were getting some brokers signals there, and we might have had a better brokers deck, but I think I let the murder in the Obscura term just pull me into the Obscura colors. The deck didn't seem too bad. It got screwed over a couple times, but yeah, so for now, I'll take my leave.